Hey, you guys, it's Wes.
And John.
Busy getting Disney. We have just arrived at Hollywood Studios. It's Monday afternoon, and we got a reservation for today. John got in from work this morning, so we got here a little bit later in the day, but the park is open for another about 3.5 hours, so we're going to head in and
see what we can get on in a short period of time. Like when I come in, I usually sleep till midday because I work overnight, so it's a little tiring. I don't have a whole lot of sleep under my belt, but I'm happy to be here, and I'm hoping to get on at least Mickey and Minnie because I haven't been on that in a little while and I miss it, but we'll see what else we can get on to.
Runaway Railway. And actually at Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, I have a small little goal. There is a quick service stand there that sells these amazing hot pretzels. They're cream cheese stuffed pretzels, and I've been craving one, so I think when we get out of Mickey and Minnie, we're gonna go and grab a pretzel too. So time for temperature check.
I don't know, what is it right now? Let's see, it says 85 by the car, so
85 degrees, but I'm at our body temperature.
Oh, body temperature? Oh yeah, that too.
Babe.
I was thinking about outside.
I mean, we have to go get our temperatures checked. COVID, remember COVID?
Yeah. Well, I have my mask on, you don't, so
it's coming.
I'm a little more prepared than you are.
It's coming. All right, you guys, we're heading in, and we'll see you in the park. Hi. How are you?
Good, have fun.
Thank you. Thanks.
For visiting us today, just a few reminders. Face coverings must fully cover your nose and mouth, and be worn at all times, except when actively eating or drinking while stationary. Clean your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth.
Heading over to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, but that looks like quite a line. In fact, the last day we were here, remember, we actually left early because the crowds had really picked up.
We definitely picked up for sure.
We are going to hold out a little while to do Mickey and Minnie's Railway till that wait time goes down a little bit, hopefully. But I think we found our kiosk for that cream cheese pretzel. Not having a lot of luck today yet, although we just got here. They just discontinued the cream cheese pretzel today.
Wow, why?
I don't know. But this cast member over here, his name is Mark, he just told me to go to Wawa, and in the warm hot pretzel box there, losing my mask.
Is it the same thing?
He said it's exactly the same thing, cream cheese pretzel at Wawa, and it's only $1.50.
Oh wow.
Instead of $7. So I think we'll stop at Wawa on the way home.
Well, we can always stop at it, buy it, and then bring it into the park as a snack and
Good.
act like it's a Disney pretzel.
That's good. I
Even
like
though
that.
It's probably not shaped like a Mickey though. It's probably
No.
just a regular pretzel.
Yeah, who cares? We'd be saving $6. So anyway,
There's a tip then. Go get a cream cheese pretzel at Wawa and bring it in and act like you're having a Mickey pretzel because they don't have it here anymore. So
I'll report on the Wawa version.
Yeah, we'll try
he
that.
says it's the same. So anyway, we got to find something else to do here, and let's look at the app and see what's.
Howdy! Being here in the backyard with all you new toys. This is definitely my finest hour. Welcome! Welcome!
Going
new
into
toys.
Toy
Hope
Story
you've got
Land.
fresh batteries, 'cause
Wait times are a little better over here, not for Slinky Dog Dash, but definitely for Alien Swirling Saucers. I think we might hop on there. Okay, so we are in line for Alien Swirling Saucers. It was a 15-minute wait, but now
it's 30 because they're doing cleaning stuff on it now.
30 minutes. So, but not bad. It's a little crowded here today. It's a little hot and humid too, but we'll cool off on the sausage. You'll see. Stand by.
Las manos, brazos, pies y piernas adentro de sus cohetes. Y vigilen.
So we haven't been here that long, and we haven't been very lucky with wait times. The park is really pretty crowded, and well, technically Florida is now at phase 3 as far as COVID is concerned, so I know most restaurants can open at full capacity. The park has definitely picked up, but what we've noticed in the last few weeks, it's Hollywood Studios more than any other park here. Now, who didn't have an Etch-a-Sketch, right? I used to love that.
Thank you, everyone. Well, most everyone. You people who said Buzz Lightyear, got my eye on you.
He's laughing at us.
His grandpa has a mustache like that every time he sees him.
I think he's
I
laughing
heard
at
that,
you.
you hockey puck.
Call me a
He called you a hockey puck. Human barriers. Maybe one day, I hope one day, they won't need to be here. Okay, so Toy Story Land is a little bit too crowded for us, maybe I can say it that way. So we're over here now on Sunset Boulevard, heading down toward the Tower of Terror. I think we're gonna get a bite to eat and hope that Tower of Terror's wait time won't be too bad.
Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened.
That door is opening once again. This time, it's open. deepest, darkest corner of your imagination, in the Tower of Terror. Resident of the Twilight Zone.
I think we needed a good scream.
Wes was really anxious, so
That was a good one.
It
It fixed my day. We are heading to the park exit. The park is open for about another hour, but the parking lot, we think, we're going to find out for sure, but we think the parking lot is open for an hour and a half after closing. So I think we're going to head out to the parking lot and just ride the Skyliner for a little while before we go home. Maybe stop at one of the resorts. Gonna find out. We're out. We're going over to the Skyliner and take these masks off for a little while. So excited. I'll show you guys what I just bought when we get on the Skyliner.
For the health and safety of everyone, all guests are required to follow the directions for temperature screening. Please wear a face covering at all times.
And we're off. And so is this mask. Oh God, that feels good. On a hot day anyway, boy.
My face is like a sauna.
Right? The breeze in here is, oh my God, it's so good. The breeze feels amazing. You guys, okay, so we just stopped in one of the gift stores, and although we're hoping we're not going to need these for much longer, I'm losing my voice. That was a lot of screaming on the Tower of Terror, and now I'm hoarse. But, so, well, I haven't opened it up yet, but you can see that. It says Boo. It's a Halloween face mask. Figured 4 more weeks, may as well have the face covering for the holiday. And John got one. It's hard to see in the package, but we got the Haunted Mansion.
I can wear that one after, if I have to wear
John
it.
can keep going.
But he can still wear the Boo one after. It's, you know.
It's pretty Halloween-y though.
Yeah, if you turn it upside down, it could be Boo.
Yeah. I'm gonna vlog, I think tomorrow, I'm going out Halloween shopping, and I didn't want to vlog without an appropriate face covering. That's it. Hey guys, so yeah, we're just stopping at Pop Century Resort now to just walk around the resort for a while because it's so pretty and so colorful and very animated and whimsical. Very Disney, obviously. So the weather definitely cooled off. The temperature is so much better. It was really hot and humid today, kind of back to the way it was a few weeks ago, but much better now. And yeah, we're gonna be able to enjoy the evening air here at Pop Century. And yeah, check out all the cool decor. Walking into Pop Century. These buildings are so cool.
Art of Animation is still closed right now because they don't have all their hotels up, and they're doing it little by little because of, I guess, capacity. They don't have enough people staying there.
Art of Animation is right next to Pop
I
Century.
heard that they're opening later in October. I don't know when though. But Pop Century's still open, so we're gonna go look at that.
Sorry. We just walked through
Swarms
some
of
kind
gnats.
of science fiction swarm of gnats there. Oh my goodness.
Why
Okay.
science fiction.
Because it was scary? I don't know. It didn't seem real? Which building is this? Oh wow. 50s or 60s?
Well, it's as far out through it looks like the 60s with all like the flower things, like the dating game. From the 60s.
Check out the giant yo-yo.
Was the dating game in the 60s?
60s, yep.
Looks like 60s. Very Austin Powers.
Here comes the wind, and I don't have my windscreen on the camera today. It's Mowgli and Baloo. $1950s. $1960s, the decade I was born in, if I do say so myself. Well, it's the truth, so I do say so. But I was born, wait, let's fix that. Very, very late 1960s, as in 1969. 1970s. Looking at these pictures and memorabilia, a decade that needs no introduction.
Didn't realize fashion involves like a purse that's like a fish. Is that a thing? A fish
I guess
purse?
in the 60s it was. And my favorite, the 80s, which is also the decade John was born in, the very, very, very early 80s.
So it should be your favorite decade because it produced
It's my favorite too. However, there is one thing that bothers me here. Disney, I love you to death, but Linda Carter as Wonder Woman was not the 80s. That was the 70s. And every time I see this, it bothers the heck out of me
I had that.
that they have her in the 80s. Anyway, sorry.
I had that Wheel of Fortune game.
Oh, there she is. Where's the beef? I had that 12-inch single of Madonna's Angel. I think young people don't even know that song by her.
Did you pay like about $4 for it?
That was about right. It had the remixes on it.
I had that Atari system.
I had that Kodak disc camera too. It was cool at the time. And the 90s. I just thought that was a cute scene of that cute couple walking under the marquee. I'm romantical like that. Leave me alone.
Are you?
Hey, Goofy. We needed a selfie with
Goofy.
Moving into the 1970s now.
1970s stuff like mood rings.
And I hear the Bee Gees. Mood rings, you said?
Mood rings and platform shoes.
Platform shoes.
And the big wheel.
I want to see that giant Mickey telephone. Oh my goodness, wow. My Aunt Rita had that Mickey telephone in her house in the 1970s, in fact, 1970s and 80s, but she had that very phone. Yep, that was Aunt Rita's phone in East Orange, New Jersey. Oh, there's the giant mood ring.
They're all over.
Definitely the 80s. There's that Rubik's Cube. I was always only able to get one whole panel of one color. I never got the whole Rubik's Cube. Not in my lifetime. Yet. Not in my lifetime yet. It's Roger Rabbit. And that is one really big Walkman. But I have to tell you, you guys, I had that very Walkman. The Sony Sports Walkman in yellow. I think that was the only color. Yep. I was definitely not a cool teenager in the 80s. By any means. But I did have cool 80s things, that I have to say. So no complaints. Okay, so I think now, before it gets too late, we are going to head back over to Hollywood Studios, to the parking lot.
It's starting to get
There goes
dark
my
out
mask
too,
again.
and we're hoping that we can get back on the Skyliner and back over before the rain starts to hit, because we fear that they're going to turn the Skyliner off if there's lightning in the area.
Yeah.
So that would be kind of stuck trying to get buses to get back to Hollywood, which will take even that much longer. So it's probably better to go now and try to beat it.
Yeah. We're going to go get the car and get on the Skyliner and then get the car and then head out. Okay, sorry, I had to readjust my hand placement there. I was being attacked by this mask, which I think this mask is going in the garbage. I've worn it out.
Wes sometimes can be a little over dramatic.
You think?
That's what makes life really fun with him.
Hey, thanks, babe. I love real Disney people. Real Disney people, when they, or I should say we, are on vacation. We even decorate our hotel room windows with seasonal lighting like this for Halloween. Didn't they do a great job? Wow. And we are back at the Hollywood Studios parking lot. Thanks for watching, you guys. Thanks for coming with us today. If you like this vlog, please click like. And as always, if you'd like to continue the journey with us, please click subscribe. It's Wes.
And John.
Over and out. Busy getting Disney. Good night.